Male sir.
Very good evening to all the dignitaries and dear participants of this national training program. I am very much pleased to introduce our first guest speaker, Dr. Sanjay Mandakmale sir, who have been join us for this training program and is going to deliver his talk on. So let me introduce briefly. I know that you are very much eager to listen the speaker, but I cannot left you the introduction of this eminent speaker. Dr. Sanjay Mandakmale sir is working as a senior scientist in AICRP Goat Improvement Scheme in the Department of Animal Husbandry Dairy Science of a very eminent Mahatma Phule Krishi Vidyapith Rahuri Pune. Sir is working since 15 years in the cattle breeding at RCDP on cattle. He is having experience to work on the conservation and improvement of Pandharpuri buffalo, Deccani sheep, Usmanabadi goat and Sangamneri goat, as well as he is working as a senior scientist since 12 years on AICRP on Sangamneri goats at MPKV Rahuri. Sir is having in his credit very sizable research publication in term of scientific papers. 76 papers sir have published, more than 100 technical papers, more than 100 extension papers. So 7 booklets, 12 folders, and 5 very famous books are also in his credit. Sir have guided around 23 MSc student as a major guide and 37 as a minor, and 2 doctoral student as a major guide and 11 as a minor guide. He is having a very good contribution to the field of conservation of native germplasm also, and that's why he is also working on various fronts as a resource person in the various training programs also. Especially I would like to mention the state level training center of Department of Animal Husbandry. Then he is also member of Maharashtra State Board Secondary and Higher Secondary Education. He is also a member of strategic planning on goat farming of Maharashtra State, member of livestock breeding policy of Maharashtra State. Sir is also awarded as a with a gold medal in international conference, and also is having editorial excellence award. I know that many of you are very much familiar with our guest speaker, and I would like to mention here that for a period of 6 months, about 6 months, I could work with him also, and I learn a lot from his when sir was working as a in charge in a Sangamneri goat herd. So I have worked with him also, and really he is a very much excellent scientist as well as extension worker also. So on this platform, online platform, sir, I welcome you all. I welcome you personally on behalf of organizing team as well as on behalf of the PGIBS, and I request you to kindly deliver your guest talk. Sir, please. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Praveen. Good evening to all. I am very much thankful to the Honorable Vice Chancellor, MAPSU, for giving me this opportunity to deliver lecture and share my views with the eminent participants. Also, I am thankful to Dr. Bikani Sir, Dean PGI PKV Akola. Also, I am thankful to Dr. Panchbhai and his team and all organizing team members, all head of the departments, director of research, director of extension, and all eminent authorities of the MAPSU. I am also thankful to my beloved and most respected director of CRG, Dr. B. Rai sir. I am very, he's a very thorough gentleman. I know, and a very godly personality for me. Being a director of CRG, I am very much thankful to all of you, and I welcome all the participants for today's lecture. Though this is the training class, but I will, when it is known to me that most of the participants are faculty and students. So instead of giving the training, I just changed my view, and it should be the introspection. We have to introspect ourselves towards the goat farming, particularly in goat housing. And so accordingly, I planned my presentation, and I'm going to share my presentation with the question mark: is goat need the housing? Dear friends, because goat is the animal of the poorest poor person, weaker section, and it's the poor man's cow. When we are saying the poor man's cow, it means those who are not having the house for themselves, they are the owner of the goat. So just we'll go through our topic through presentation. So dear friend, today's topic is goat housing in hot climate. Actually, very hot subject is given me because we are just passing through the climate change and particularly global warming. And what about the goat? So we will just think about the goat. See, the things which I have considered as a basic consideration for goat housing in a hot climate. First is the goat is stress tolerant animal. In any extreme state, it may be hot, it may be cold, it may be humid. For any climate, goat is a very tolerant animal. It is the first consideration for providing the housing. Next is the indigenous breeds are tolerant to heat. And we just planned 2 studies, the effect of the THI and temperature on the performance of the goats. And the conclusion, what we have obtained, particularly in Sangamneri and Usmanabadi goat, first research was conducted by Dhere ST, my student, PhD student, and he reported that THI had exerted significant influence only on birth weight. Thereafter, no significant influence of the thermal humidity index has been noticed on the goat. Even in daily gain also there is no significant effect. Second student was the Bhosle, and he studied not only THI but he studied the temperature effect also, and it has been noticed that non-significant effect on all the stages of the body weights and also daily gain. So I'm very of the strong opinion that goat can withstand very well in a hot climate. And when we say or use the word hot climate, just I consider the temperature near in the range of 35 to 40 degrees centigrade. Even some breeds we know that Berari goats in Vidarbha, it is a very hot heat tolerant breed. So in that 42 to 44 degrees centigrade, it withstand very well. So that means whatever the indigenous breeds endowed by the God Almighty for us, they are the heat tolerant, and it is the answer for the future climatic change. Our whole world is looking to India for the germplasm, not only the animal, not only the goat, but of all the plant species also, that all heat tolerant species are available in the India. So we are very proud to that, and we are very lucky for that we have the heat tolerant material or heat tolerant germplasm with us. Next is goat is the efficiently acclimatized to harsh climate. I have already told it is maybe it may be the chilled one or a hot one or humid one. It is a well tolerated in a hot climate. Then it provides livelihood. Just I have opened this topic with this question that it provides the livelihood to the weaker section of the society. Those persons who are not having this proper shelter for themselves, how they provide the house to the goats and can goats withstand very well. Now we will see with the presentation if it is possible or not, or what modifications we should go or we should do for the sake of housing. But dear friends, these are the photographs of the Sangam Dairy goats, and if you see the health of the animal and condition of the housing, they are just openly housed. Only during night hours they provide the house in their own house, not separate house for the goat. So this is the situation. Actually, 70 to 80% goat population is live in the Maharashtra with these peoples. Whatever we are thinking about the organized herds and very elite breeds and all these things, they are only 1%. Maximum livestock or maximum goat stock is available with this bigger section of this society. You can see, observe the photographs, observe the condition of the houses, and observe the health of the goat also. This is also the goat flocks. So these are the pictures. Some pictures I have shown, so they are sufficient to enlighten your conscious towards the goat farming. What is goat farming actually going on, and what is the goat farming we are thinking about? And contribution in goat market is major. These people is contributing more and more in 80% people they are contributing in the market and all turnover in the goat industry. Then these are some slides I'm showing for the sake of the students. What is this floor space requirement? And this is as per the BI standard. And the floor space requirement I have given this covered space and open space. Here only one thing you have to remember, that whatever the covered area you have to supply open area, or we can say looping area, double than the covered space. So up to 3 months, 0.22 to 0.25 square meter is sufficient for the kids. Then 3 to 6 months, 0.5 to 75 meters, 6 to 12, 0.75 to 1, and adult animal 1.5 square meter area is required. And male goat and pregnant and lactating goats 1.5 to 2 meters, square meter area is sufficient or should be provided to the goats, and double the area of that covered space we have provide as open space or looping area to the goats. Then according to the type of animals, the minimum floor space required for the bucks in the groups, it is 1.8 square meter, individual buck 3.2 square meters, kids in a group 0.4 square meter, then winner group 0.8, yearling, goatlings 0.9, doe in a group 1, and doe with kid 1.5 square meters. So these are the specification standards given by the BIS. So according to that, we have to provide the floor space required for the goat. Then what are the feeding and watering space to be provided? And it is in square centimeters, centimeters per animal. Goat 40 to 50 centimeters and kids 30 to 35. Then width of the manger should be 50 centimeters. Then depth of the mangers also 30 centimeters, for kid it is 20 centimeters. And height of the inner wall of the manger should be 35 centimeters. So these are some specifications for feeding and watering space. Then what are the different types of the sheds required in the goat farming? So it is for the organized farm. I am for sake of the students and some faculty, I have just showing this. So there are different types of the shade, and first is general flock shed. What are the adult does we are keeping? Then buck shed, breeding buck we are keeping in the shed, kidding shed, kid shed, sick animal shed, sharing. So for our goats here, the sharing is not necessary. Store room is necessary. Then attendant room, one attendant room in an organized herd should be there in the goat farm. Then what are the size and recommendations for the doe shed? The flock shed should be of or used for the housing the does for breeding purpose, and shed shall be 15 meter in length, 4 meter in width, and 3 meter in height, and can be accommodated for the 60 does. And the shed would be 3 meter high and of brick on edge floors. So low-lying and heavy rainfall areas, if in some areas like Konkan region, we have to provide the elevated floor of the houses, goat houses. Then temperate region, if there is wooden or strong wood walls and flooring should be there. So this is the Sangamneri flock of the MPKV, and this is this floor space and goat shed is given. Mangers are there, you can see. Now these are the some low cost goat sheds, and you can observe this just covered with the barbed wire and shed nets, and these portable mangers have been very low cost mangers have been provided, but you can notice the health of the animal under the situation. These are also some improved goat houses are there. See the system of housing. Looping area is there. Shed covered area is there. Manger is there, and for ali or visitors ali or feeding ali is also there. This is also our Sangamneri goat flock, and you can see notice this looping area, and you can particularly notice the floor of this. It is a Shahabadi floor which we have provided. So what is about floor? I will give you idea about this. Just notice the Shahabadi floor also provided here. Then bucks are kept in for breeding purpose in this house, and dimensions is for the 3 bucks I have given. This is a 4 meter in length, 2.5 meter in width, 3 meter in height for the 3 bucks. Then partitioning should be there for in 3 equal compartments. So every buck is provided with the separate compartment. Otherwise, we have to see the height of these bucks particularly during breeding season. Then partition should be in each shed should not be exceed more than 1 meter. Then partition may be either wooden planks or half cut bales or chain links you can use. Then partition shall not be more than 1 meter high. For the height also, for 1 meter it is recommended theoretically, but my experience, many bucks in breeding season they can climb or jump the 3 meter height nowadays. So considering my experience, I am suggesting to the students also and faculty also, now the height of the partition in particularly in buck during breeding season should be about 5 feet. So this is the buck shed, and these are the brood manger of the CIRG model we have, and also these mangers. But bucks also, the preference is given to this types of mangers for the buck. And you notice here the this floor, brick floor. So previously I have shown you the Shahabadi floor. Now it is covered with the brick floor. Reasoning I will discuss when we will discuss for the floor. This is also bugs. Then kidding shed. So for kidding shed, individual shed should be provided in an organized form. I am talking about. And for the one goat, it should be 1.5 meter in length, 1.2 meter in width, and 3 meters in the height for the goat. Then water and should be sprayed on the roof and wall during the peak hot hours. As we are discussing about the hot season, and pregnant goat particularly are very sensitive for the excess heat, extreme heat. We have noticed some abortion above 40 degrees centigrade. Then we particularly if you allow the goats to graze, then and then we have observed this, that abortions would be there when temperature exceeds more than 40. So if it is exceeds more than 40, then and then we can spray the water on the roof and walls during the peak hours in the kidding shed. So this is the kidding shed with the kids. These are the Sangamneri kids. Then kids shed. So for the 25 animals, these recommendations have been given, and kids shed, it is the dimensions given 7.5 meter in length, 4 meter in width, 3 meter in height, and it is given for the weaned kids. When weaning practice is followed, then and then you should go for the kid shed separately. So these are the kids with the farmers, and you can see the kid shed separate, but see the condition, see the floor, walls. So whatever we are not recommending is accepted by the farmer, but see the health of the animals and the feeding strategy used or practices adopted by the farmers. These are also kids with the provided with chain link, but ground floor is murum floor. So these are improved measures nowadays some goat keepers are using. Then sick animal shed, you all are veterinarians and you know the importance of the sick animal shed, why isolation shed is needed. The dimensions are 3 meter in length, 2 meter in width, and 3 meter in height. Then different components, when we are thinking about the housing during hot climate, so different component, what modifications we should do or what modifications we should give for different components of the goat sheds, and particularly first is floor, roof, then wall. Gate is not much important, manger, dipping tank, and footpath. So these are the different components of the goat housing. And particularly floor. Now floor is very important during the hot climate. I am also discussing, and the recommendation I have given, that is the floor may be either of murum or strong wooden battens, if possible, or elevated buyers are there or elevated houses are there, they should go for the wooden battens, and others should go for the murum. Murum is not good for the cleaning, or it is just difficult for the cleaning. But if murum is properly pressed with the spores, then it will be better, because the soil has, or murum has, the property of the thermal insulation. And you can notice the coolness in the murum floor than the shahabadi or concrete floor. So it is a very beneficial. Murum floor is better. Then in case of wooden batten flooring, just I given the size 7.5 to 2 centimeters, and thickness is 2.5 centimeters and 4 centimeters. The side of plank should be round, well covered and cleared with 2 planks. Then wooden batten flooring is considered a height at least 1 meter above the ground level. So under the cleaning should be easy. So minimum height of the elevated floor should be 1 meter. Nowadays, some farmers are keeping up to 5 feet. Then particularly, I have taken this into consideration because in the hot climate, the high elevated floor is a question mark, because the radiation goes from the down, up, and from side. From 3 sides, radiation goes, and the inner temperature increases. So, for the hot climate, high elevated flooring I will not recommend, only in the except the high rainfall areas. Then suitable ramp should be provided to the elevator. Then in case of murum flooring, plinth height should be 15 centimeter to 30 centimeter. You give the height above the ground, at least 1 feet above the ground. Plinth should be minimum be 1 foot above the ground. So this is the photographs with the murum flooring, channeling, very low cost goat houses there. Then we can give this type of bedding material, particularly for the kid. If sunshine or heat is more, radiations are more, then this the dry grasses, they act as a to protect the kids from the heat stroke. Then I already told the brick floor. This is also murum floor, and this is the elevated house, goat house, and you can see the wooden planks. But we notice the radiations from the ground, from bottom also the some hot waves of the air also passes upward, because hot air always moves upward. So some hot air waves. So we close this with the shed nets and we stop that. So instead of going for the wooden planks and this elevated buyers, you can plan for the ground level buyers. So these are some photographs of the goat house. Now these colored tints are available. So these colored tints helps to reduce the inner temperature of the buyer. So use these tints for the goat houses, particularly in hot climate. Then roof, for the hot climate, the best roof is the A-shape, because it provides the, or it protects the ultraviolet rays of the suns from one side during morning and afternoon. So A-shaped roof is always preferable in hot climate. Then height of roof should be 10 to 15 feet at center and 8 to 10 feet at side. The thatched roof is the best over all the roofs. Asbestos roofs, tin roofs, or nowadays some people's are insulated roofs are also available. But out of that, this thatched roof is the best one. It works as an insulated roof. So prefer the thatched roof. But considering the maintenance and all these things, painted tin roofs are now recommended for the organized hearth, uh, good flocks. Then in extreme hot conditions, insulated roofs can be provided. Then best roofing nowadays days is use of shed nets. Now shed nets are available. They are very cheaper considering their use. So you can provide the shed nets also for the roofing. These are some structures or models for the roofing made up of bamboo and subabul pillars. You can see this thatched roof, but bangers are provided in this roof also and covered with the chain link. So we have to protect the goats from the extreme climates and predators also. So to protect the goats from the predators, chain link is provided there. This is also one goat house, but you can see during daytime all the goats are out, and only during night hours they are housed inside, and goats are very released at outside than the inside. So naturally the goats like to stay outside. They are very free, little bit naughty animals, and they like, or they were released to stay outside the house. This is a little bit improved structure of our bars. Instead of bamboo, we have used these iron pillars and constructed the walls around this. The floor is kept purposefully of the murug. These are also some improved structures of the housing. You can see the feeding mangers outside, so feed will not contaminate by the nutritious habits of this goat. Feeding alley is there. All specifications have been maintained there. This is a low cost house. This picture is from Marathwada region, and this house is made for the 50 animals. See, only chain link is given and asbestos sheets are used as a roofing material. This is also thatched roof house, and see the health of the animal, condition of the house. So this is also very low cost and good house for the, particularly in hot climate for the goat. Then wall and chain link. So the height of wall should be more than 3 feet. Then considering the attack, nowadays the panthers are attacking on the goats. Many cases are there. So height of the chain link now we have to increase more, equal to 5 feet. More than 5 feet we have to keep the chain link height nowadays. Then wall should be painted with white color to reduce the inner temperature. Some studies have been conducted, not in MPKV, but in CIRG, some studies have been conducted, and it has been noticed that when white color is given from outside and dark color is in from inner side, the inner temperature is reduced up to 10 degrees. So only coloring can affect. So coloring is must, or white color from outside at least. In a hot climate, the barn or walls of the goat house should be painted with the white color. You can use only lime or chuna for the painting of the goat houses. Then this is the structure of the our shed, the MPKV is using, and you can see this is the covered area and looping area has been provided. This is the stage given. This is the inner side or cross section of the. You can see the looping area covered with the chain link. You can see the feeding mangers given to the bucks. This is the feeding alley provided for the. Then manger. So manger is this component is the must. You don't provide this shed, or you don't provide the roof or wall to the goats, but you must put the manger for the goats, because the manger reduces the your two problems. One is feed loss, or sorry, fodder loss, and another is the worm. It has been noticed that up to 30% feed fodder is saved only due to the mangers. Then you can modify the mangers considering the browsing nature of the goats. So I will show you some pictures of the modified mangers to you. Then regular whitewash should be provided to the mangers. Particularly, this whitewash is very helpful for the control of the ectoparasites. Then adopt suitable designs of the mangers. As I will show you the designs. So these are the CIRG model considering the browsing nature. Such type of feeding tray is given. All the fodder is stored in this cage and it is dropped slowly in the tray. That was a rectangular. It is a hectagonal manger is there for the goats. This is for the kid. This for 24/7 water is available. These pictures. Then these are the browsing baskets. This is the picture of MPKV. We have just provided such type of browsing baskets to the kids, and you can observe how they are browsing the fodder, green fodder. Then this is the, you observe three things. I am very confident that concrete floor or Shahabadi floor is not best suited. We have converted all the floors with the brick floor, and the brick, because murum floor is difficult to clean, so brick floor facilitate the cleaning also and thermoregulatory function also. So we recommend this brick floor for the goat farming. So these are three things. Give the whitewash to the mangers regularly. These are also browsing cages. Such type of cages, portable cages, we can provide to the kids. Then we can just go towards the last session. What should we do for hot climate and what we should not do for the hot climate? Dear friends, particularly for the goat housing, always recommend low cost housing, because many a times it has been noticed that the newcomers or the new entrepreneurs, they are attracted towards the very fancy houses. Nowadays, plastic silted houses are also available, floors are also available. So many people, many young ones or the capitalistic goat farmers, they are attracting towards such type of attractive goat houses, but you should not recommend that, because I have already told you, goat is the animal for the poor person. It withstand very well in the open air, not in the goat houses. So always recommend the low cost housing. Then orientation should be the east west. Many criticism has been occurred on the east west, because in the western books it has been given that goat houses should be north south, but it is for the temperate region. For tropical region, we should prefer the east west housing, not the northwest. Then the breadth of the wire should not be more than 20 feet. You can increase the length according to the size of number of animals, but you should not increase the width of them, because the aeration gets affected due to the excess breadth of the wire. So maximum breadth should be 20 feet, or it should not be more than the 20 feet for a proper ventilation. Then length of the wire can be increased. Then prefer the murum floor. I am always insisting for the murum floor, or now for the large floor or organized floor, you can go for the pitch floor of the bricks. And never, or we have noticed the problem of the particularly lumbar paralysis, some cold shocks for the concrete and Shahabadi floor. So our MPKV previously provided the concrete floor, Shahabadi floor, but now we are recommending these brick floors for the goats. Then wall and roof should be painted with the white color. I have already told you, it helps to increase the temperature of the wire. So this painting of the wall from with white color is also recommended for the hot weather. Then this is must in the organized goat farm. Plant fodder trees around the shed. So this fodder tree will help two ways. It will provide you the fodder also, and it will reduce the inner temperature. For creating the microclimate with proper humidity, the covering or with the fodder trees is very essential. So as a windbreak, as a chilling material or air conditioning material, you have to plant the trees. You can prefer the particularly banyan tree, neem around this, or a very fast growing now subabul. Subabul also preferred for the goat, because the acceptable level of the or tolerable level of the subabul or myosin to the goat is 11%. We recommending 4% to other animals, but for the goats it would be recommended up to 11%. So you can plant the subabul, you can go for the banyan, you can go for the neem trees around the goat houses to maintain the cool climate in the inside. Then provision of drinking water 24/7, it must, particularly during hot climate, you can provide the cool water, particularly for the goat. Then cover the open area with the shed during hot hours, peak hot hours. Just from last 2-3 years, we are following this, and we notice that the inner temperature drops up to 5 degrees centigrade only due to the covering of loofing area. What happens during the summer days? Radiation starts during afternoon hours, particularly 2 to 4 p.m. So during very hot, up to 12 noon to 2, there is no radiation is noticed, but after 2 o'clock, radiation is noticed there in the loofing area, and it goes, it increases the inner temperature of the wires. So for that, during hot hours, you cover the open area with the shade nets. Then water can be spread if it is not possible to use the shed nets. The water can be spread on roofs and walls during the peak hot hours. And house the goats under tree during the hot hours. So it is a very nice under tree housing of the goat is a very nice during the hot climate, because heat stress or heat stroke not be noticed when they are housed under the tree. So these are some do's you should adopt in the housing of the goat during hot climate. So these are some designs, particularly to protect the animals from heat stroke. This is the only shed nets he has used and thatch roof used for the Sangamneri goat. Just to notice the health of the animal and condition of the fire and housing. So this is the flock of the MPKV, and you see they are released to stay under the tree. They are not, even I noticed in our one cement station, the NDTV cement station, they are nearby our university, and we have noticed that they provided the insulated sheets for the housing the bulls. But bulls prefer to stay in the loofing area under the tree. They doesn't prefer the insulated sheets, because this evapotranspiration of this tree creates the air conditioning. It is cool and humid. So it animals prefers to stay under the tree. This is the preference or behavior. You can notice all the animals comes from the shade to the tree. So these are the some cheapest houses with the available resources. Some improved houses as per our recommendations they have constructed. Nowadays people starts this silage, and you can see this tin, colored tin they are using as roofing matter, covered with the channelings, and you can see the floor is only murum floor. About 75 goats are there, and but on murum floor they prefer this. So this is the covered with the shed net only. So shed net is for stopping the radiation as well as control the predators also. And you can notice the roof of the asbestos. See how in under the shade, how the animals are stayed, how calmly they are sit for the rumination. You can observe the behavior of the animal under the tree. They never prefer under the shade. So this is the covering of the loofing area. We have just covered by the shed net, and we got the maximum difference in inner temperature and outer temperature, or it resists the radiation. This is also one goat house with tin roof and murum floor, and such portable mangers have been provided. You can see the kid shed or kidding shed. Then what we should not do? Use of low-lying area for you should not adopt because goat is very sensitive for the wet climate. She doesn't like the wet or marshy areas, so use of low-lying area should be avoided. Then costly shade, never recommend the costly shade. Always allow the goat or tell goat owners durable houses may be there but not costly shades should be there. Then elevated shades, particularly in hot region, don't recommend the elevated shade. Then totally closed houses for the uh, hot climate, go or prefer for the loose houses, don't go for the totally closed houses. Then use of fogger. I did experiments in cattle and buffalo. They like the fogger to stay under the fogger. It is they relish very nicely in under the fogger, but goat not prefer the fogger. They run away from the foggers or mist from the. So use of foggers to cool down the temperature of the buyer of the goat. You should not recommend the use of foggers. You can splash the water on the roof, on the wall, but not go for the foggers or mist inside the goat house. So these are the don't do's. Just I'm saying, so such type of houses you should not recommend it. The cost of this house was 24 lakhs, and you can see the condition. So number of goats are very less. So what happened in the future with this buyer, you can see now it is a storage of the garbages. He is totally collapsed due to wastage of money in the houses. Bank guarantee or bank is also failed to recover because no animal to lift is there and they can't lift the house. So this is the situation of the high cost goat houses. So never recommended high cost goat houses to the goat keepers or new comers particularly. Then capitalistic farmers are there, you may allow them. These are the some animals shades. You can see feeding provision, watering provision 24/7. Thank you very much. The topic is open for discussion.
Thank you very much, sir. Here are some questions.
Yes.
Dr. Sri Anurag Singh ji from Haryana, he wants to ask that, sir,
Yeah.
can we do whitewash for the manger in Romania?
Yes, sir. We are giving the whitewash to the manger also. It also help as a source of calcium to the goats also. So whitewash for water tank, whitewash for manger, it is must. For the water tank, it protects the water tank from the that greeny, what we can say, shewal. So it protects that marshiness. So whitewash is must for the mangers and water tank.
Sir, the next question is from Amarpreet Singh Pannu from Punjab, and he
Yeah.
want to ask you that do kacha floor is better for goats than pakka floor?
Definitely. I am of the opinion, or you can enjoy it. If you go in a hut, kacha hut, you will observe the coolness during hot climate and warmness during cold climate. So this is the thermoregulatory action of the soil. Even it is recommended nowadays in our atoma plants that is covered with the dung and mud. So they can protect the ultraviolet rays also. It has been now proved that kacha floor is better than the pakka.
Sir, here Virani ji from Gujarat wants to ask you that explain more details about the Shahabadi floor.
Yeah, yeah. What happened during the winter season? Shahabadi floors become very chill, and this chillness is not preferred by the goats. So we notice the joint problems, swelling of joints. Then even the paralysis, lumbar paralysis, we also notice due to the Shahabadi floor. The sleeping of the animals there. So there are so many problems in a Shahabadi floor. So we not recommend the Shahabadi floor for that. reasons.
One more question is there from entrepreneur that he wants to ask you that explain somewhat housing techniques in winter season.
Pardon, housing?
Housing in winter season.
Housing in winter season. Oh, yes. Yeah, it's a nice question. Just opposite to the hot season, you go for the winter season. So I told you use the shade net to cover the area during the hot weather to protect the radiation. Hot weather. You can use the shade net to protect the chill weather also. I have shown you the one buyer, photographs of the buyer totally covered with the shade net. So it protects from the chill weather also. Then for chilled or cool climate, the floor should be wooden batten. So for chill, you either go for the murum, go for the brick, or prefer the wooden batten floor for the chill climate. Then the walls you can cover. If it is extreme chill, then you can go for the covering of the wall with the dry grasses or the kadbis or some insulated material, vest material, and just cover the wall and roof. It will protect from the chill also. But if the breed which you are using, like Changthangi or Pashmina or Kashmiri, you don't go or don't protect the animal from the chill. Because it has been noticed, it has been recorded, when we provide the comfort to the Pashmina quality and yield goes down. So harshness during the chill season to the chilled, this Pashmina producing breeds is very essential for the Pashmina yield and good quality Pashmina.
Thank you, sir. One more question.
Yeah.
Dr. Ashok Kumar Vadapadathu.
Yes, sir, please.
From from Telangana. And
Yeah.
sir wants to ask you that can you explain some recommendations for quarantine shed? Quarantine shed.
Quarantine shed. No doubt, quarantine shed. For the quarantine shed, there is no much specifications. Only the specification for the quarantine shed, it should be away from your main shed. And the distance from main shed to the quarantine shed, it is a 0.5 meter. 0.500 meters, but it's not possible. Such type of quarantine. So you keep away from the your flock, main flock. The quarantine shed should be away from, and the direction, particularly for the quarantine shed, the direction of the shed, it should be at west side of the your main shed. It should not be at east side of your it should not be at west side. It should be at east side of the your barrel, because wind flows from the west to east many a time. So this quarantine shed should be at east side, not at the west side.
Sir, there are many questions, but we can take only few questions. Other questions we will answer through email.
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir.
I request the audience participants that they can put their questions in chat box. We will come back to you through email, and we'll take answers from sir. But one question we'll take from our one of the lady vet working in the
Yes, sir. Please.
northeast region, Dr.
Yeah.
Pooja Chatri, and she wants to ask you that, sir, northeast region like Sikkim, which type of housing should be preferred?
Very nice question, because now Sikkim is well known for the organic farming, and goat is a mobile fertilizer cum seed driller for the organic farm. So to maintain your ecology, to maintain your grass landscape, even the bushes landscape, water resources, you house the animal in the open shade. Only during the winter season you protect your animal from the chilling. Otherwise, let them loose for the Sikkim.
Okay, thank you, sir. You have explained it nicely, elaboratively, and actually housing is such a topic. It can take hours together to explain, and many aspects are there, but still you have explained it nicely and in a very composed manner. Within hour, you have explained very well, and you have answered to and other queries of our participants. We would like